Prepare yourself for Run by Sheenaynay, Dusk any percent inbound.
Thank you. Thank you. How's everyone doing? Thank you guys. I am Sheenaynay. I'm Sheen. I'm a Dusk runner. I also play other classic boomer shooters, movement shooters like Quake, Half-Life. This game is awesome, I think. It's a really cool game. It came out in 2018. It kind of revitalized the boomer shooter genre in the past decade. Really modernized the old genre and implements its own kind of creative takes on it that we're really excited to show you. I have Dav on my couch, my chair. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Dav. I speedrun first-person shooters primarily. I think that there's something really special about the genre in terms of the immersive gameplay it's able to give you. Half-Life is my main game. And I'm really excited to help Sheen present Dusk. I think this game is really, really unique. It's really accessible, and it's really fast. There's no cutscenes, basically no lore explanation. Sheen and I are going to be rattling the whole time.
Yes. Awesome. We will get into it in a second. Before we start, there's a quick explanation to make for a cutscene skip we do right at the beginning. Blink and you'll miss it. So if you move diagonally, you will escape this invisible box that holds you in place for a cutscene. That's partly because Dusk has boomer shooter movement. It has SR40, which is if you go diagonally, you move faster than in any one individual forward, left, right, back vector. So with that being said, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome. Nice skip. First things first, we got to pray to Jerry. This is par for the course. Oh nice, Jerry.
So well behaved, Jerry.
Yes, Jerry's the farmer who lives in that house. He just opened the door for us to leave.
Sometimes he plays nice.
Yes. So before we get too far into the run, it's worth explaining how the movement works in this game. It kind of resembles bunny hopping, but it works in a very different way. First, we're going to pick up the Riveter here. This is basically the rocket launcher. So the movement in this game resembles bunny hopping, but it is not quite so. The way that you gain speed is by jumping diagonally, and that multiplies your speed by a set level until you reach the maximum speed, or we call that max multi. So after 4 jumps, you reach the maximum speed. That is maintained as long as you are buffering your jumps. And you can kind of redirect that speed anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, it's really important, and this is what really sets Dusk apart from its inspirations, is that it's not about momentum. As long as he's continuously buffering jump, he'll always have access to his speed potential at all times, and a lot of the run is in these sort of like confined spaces, so it's really important to the overall health of the run. Right here, you're going to see a lot of what we're going to be doing, and the non-linear aspect of the game, which is like there and back trips to pick up keys. So almost all of the sequence breaks are coming down to being able to skip those sorts of sequences.
Right now we're coming up on the first boss fight. This is the Intoxicator. He's just a little alligator. We are going to let him live.
This may or may not become a theme.
Yeah, we take a pacifist approach when possible.
Not
to these
many
boss
fights. Yeah.
This level introduces a really fun mechanic. Something you've probably heard of before are buttons. We have to press a lot of them in this game, but in this game you can actually shoot them. So there it speeds up a little bit just running to it, but this is a real sequence break where you shoot the button through the gate. It opens up that passageway to let you get this key way earlier than you should have.
Yeah, and alluding a little bit deeper in the run here, at least he can see those buttons. We're going to be shooting ones that we can't see very, very soon.
Yes, we've got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
This level is nothing special going on here, so feel free to read a donation, Fletcher.
Oh, you got it. We have $100 from Mito.
Whoa, thank you, Mito.
Let's go, Mito.
My goat.
Hyped to see Sheen bring Dusk to the big stage. Good luck on the run.
Thank you, Mito.
Let's go, Mito.
We got time for one more.
You got it. $15 from Ashley.
Oh, let's go, Ashley.
Hey, Sheen and Dav. So incredibly proud to see the two of you on the GDQ main stage representing something you're both incredibly passionate about.
Thank you,
Of course,
Ash.
I regret not being there to celebrate it with you folks, but I know you're going to crush it nonetheless. Love you guys, and shout out to the Half-Life Boot Camp.
That's right, that's right. Mito and Ashley, we both did a Half-Life boot camp. Dav hosted it. It was very fun. We each had coaches teach us how to play Half-Life.
Yeah. See you at the next one, Ash.
Yeah. This level is the mines. This is the most hated level in this speedrun by far. There's like low ceilings. It's very dark and confusing. Tons of enemies get in your way. Barrels, wooden, frames. Everything gets in your way here. But it also kind of highlights the strengths of this movement in this game. Your character is like made of butter. You can really just slip past anything as long as you have max multi and you just have the reaction time to avoid them.
Yeah, there's really not a better example of a level that like really showcases Dusk's unique movement than this one.
We have really cool movement here at the beginning. We take this bounce pad, jump on top of this awning,
nice,
break
Sheen,
into the window. Good. Yeah, very cool movement there. Very John Wick. And then you slide right out the way you came.
Yeah, this level I think really showcases like Dusk's like natural setting, which is these like sort of open skyboxes, and then all of these confined buildings where we're very cramped and sort of like dodging in between NPCs. There's also teleporting, and yeah, this is a lot of what we're gonna end up seeing. Here we have a second boss fight, which, as you can guess, we don't do. Also, Sheen enters a passcode there, and he's very, very smart, and he has them all memorized.
This level is called Through the Gate, but we actually end up going over the gate. Take this teleporter, 3 quick secrets, do a little parkour sequence.
2, 3, 4...
Fly right over that wall. Very cool.
Yeah, and like we were talking about with the open skyboxes, that's the perfect example of the type of thing that we're taking advantage of. Okay, coming up here, we have a very cool movement sequence, a slight sequence break, jumping up to grab the yellow key. Something that we missed a little bit earlier that we just didn't have the time to talk about is ladder boosting. You're able to fling off of the top of them right there, as you can see. Coming up here, we have a very tight sequence where he's actually buffering against the back of this wall and picking up the blue key, sneaking up over the top of the wall, and we're on our way to the end of the level already.
Yep, we pick up Riveter ammo there to make that a little bit more optimized and just burn it to get a little extra push towards the exit. And we're almost at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
This is the last level. There's another boss fight in here. You're gonna see something similar, but you can see there's 4 buttons there. That password, it takes a little bit longer to figure out casually. And then you see 6 buttons there, and you run into, you go, oh my God, I'm gonna have to spend an hour here guessing the password. And pressing any of the buttons will actually trigger the boss fight. So it's a bit of a jump scare moment.
Yeah. In my casual playthrough, when I was doing all the permutations for the 4-button code, it was the very last one. And I turned the corner, I saw the 6 buttons, and it was like my heart sank.
It's rage bait, absolute rage bait.
Yeah.
So something to explain also, between episodes, your weapons and your ammo reset, so you have to build up your kit again from the beginning.
Yep.
They're nice enough, the devs are nice enough in this run to give you the Riveter and the crossbow in this first level. So those are the 2 critical pieces of equipment.
Yes. We also pick up a little bit of crossbow ammo for just the extra little bit of leniency. We only spend like 0.5 seconds picking it up. This is the most important weapon in the game. I think we deviate only maybe 5 seconds for it, but you can't even put a number on how much time the crossbow saves. It's truly non-quantifiable. It changes the entire run the moment that we get it.
It is what makes Dusk Dusk by far. Very interesting mechanic.
Yes.
We'll come to that later. We just kind of hold on to it for now.
Yeah.
For now, we have this movement level, a really cool little slide here. Ideally, you kind of enter the password while bouncing in place, keeping up your multi.
Yeah. Not bad recovery, though. Yeah. And that's the sort of like mini thing, just to talk for a second about Sheenaynay specifically as a player. He just claimed the world record back from Clouder on Saturday.
That's true.
Well, on the very last stream in preparation, And Sheen's play style is like kind of ideologically like squeeze every 10th out of the run. And so things like that he tries to do while moving at all times. And I think that like taking the run back, playing like this is like an example of like the fact that like Dusk is in like a new era of like hyper optimization.
Absolutely. Right at the end of this level, we switch to the crossbow, which means you'll get to see it in the next level.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is do a little lineup here. We're gonna look at this step and shoot, and you hear the button pop there. The crossbow's mechanic is that it shoots through all enemies and all walls. So you kind of, you can make it like, you can press buttons from across the map just like any other weapon, and it really allows for interesting sequencing breaks, really like interesting, unique optimizations. It also has knockback, so we use it to do a little boost there over a wall. So we're coming up on the door that opened from that button right here.
For hole in one. Oh, real close.
Very close hole in one, It's some advanced movement that is enabled from that lineup.
The crossbow knockback is actually directional, so right there at the end, he's saving just that extra 10th by shooting up as well.
And we do that here as well.
Yep, right here, this is a really important sequence coming up. Sheen is trying to hit a cycle that can kill him. Nice, Sheen, nice.
That is
really important to hit that. Coming up here, we also have another important sequence break. This one actually saves 2 trips to keys, so it's one of the bigger crossbows, and we're going to try to hit this while falling down. We have the backup though.
Yep.
Nice.
Little safety lineup.
And we're already on our way to aesthetically, I think, one of the coolest levels in the game.
We're coming up on Escher Labs. This is like an homage to MC Escher. Very beautiful. Kind of starts normal. You're in a laboratory, and you'll see it kind of devolves very quickly.
Yeah.
We have another lineup here.
Yeah, really short note. It's optimal, obviously, to take moments we're already stationary to shoot the crossbow so that we don't have to lose our multi.
So here you see things on the ceiling, sideways staircases. Very cool style on this level.
Yeah.
Missed that shot, but he did not block. That's okay.
Little trip into hell.
Yes, a little trip into hell, and we're coming up on another boss fight. This is a bit of a scary moment, so I will make a save just for safety. Oh, just get to show it off.
That's what we like to save for, yeah.
That's an insta-kill moment.
Yeah.
Just had to show that one off. Almost show it off again. So Big Mama, Mama, this is not One Piece.
I think you guys could have guessed that we were going to skip this boss.
Yes, we pick up the key that's right behind her and run off to the exit.
Yeah. Okay, coming up here, we have another sort of open skybox. This one is in my opinion, at least from the runs perspective, one of the most boomer shooters where it's boomer shooter sequences where we grab all the keys. Very tight movement sequence coming up. Nice, Sheen, good job. He actually pulls out the riveter preventatively there because if he falls, he can just react to it and then start boosting his way back up the wall.
We're coming up on another boss here. This game loves bosses.
I don't know if you guys can guess what we're gonna do.
Yes, this is Big John. We do a lineup here, and we slide right past him. We watch him as the door opens. We kind of make eye contact. A little tense moment, but he's Big John. He's not so big we can't just slide past him.
Yeah. Okay, Sheen's going to take the lead on this one because this is his personal favorite level and the coolest in the run.
Yeah, this level is really kind of visually stunning. Love the yellow. It also has the most recently developed kind of meta crossbow lineup where you shoot all the way across the map. It takes 4 or 5 seconds to land, so we're setting up for it here. This is really close, and this one is really far.
Yeah, that's a sub-pixel alignment.
Yep, so here it hit.
Nice.
Right there, nice. That button is supposed to be, it's an area you teleport to. You're supposed to hit a button in there that opens up the exit. It's kind of located very far off in that direction.
Yeah, in order to prevent the need for a loading screen, they actually just put a colored wall there that's the same color as the skybox to trick you. It's kind of like a Truman Show moment.
Yeah. This level, flashing lights warning particular, there's a section at the end where your flashlight breaks, and so kind of creative mechanic, you use your machine gun as the flashlight. But for now, let's throw this over to some donations.
Absolutely. I want to remind folks, if you're seeing this gameplay and you're loving it, Dusk is one of the games that is in the SGDQ Humble Bundle. You can check that out at gdq.gg/humblebundlesgdq. We also have all kinds of great bid wars and incentives that are now open since we have finished up that Monster Hunter bid war. We have an incentive to upgrade the Pragmata final boss to Lunatic, the highest difficulty. We are nearly a quarter of the way there to that $10,000 goal. We also have not 1, not 2, but 3 bid wars. We have choosing Sifrin's Wish in Stars and Time. We have choosing the character for Maiden and Spell, currently Silent Red Hood is in the lead. And we also have choose the campaign for Transformers War for Cybertron. Autobot is in the lead by a little over $600, but that means Decepticons can always sneak up on you. Time for one more message?
We're right at the end of the level here. Thank you.
All right, no worries.
I thought I was falling that whole time. There's a little bit of a ledge you can get stuck on there. It's pitch black, you wouldn't know it.
They take the flashlight from you. It's honestly really cruel. It made me really mad in my casual PC.
So this level has some cool movement at the beginning, very Half-Life-esque kind of office complex where you slide up this hallway.
As a Half-Life player, I love that. Also, of course, it's not a level or a boomer shooter without the reference to
a little bit of Half-Life.
A little bit of Half-Life genetics,
So we're introduced right here to the speed totem totem. This is a power-up that lets you increase your rate of fire. That combines with the crossbow to use the knockback and really start flying. So you see in this room, you just take flight. There's a lot of intricacies with like ammo routing here, but we use it to avoid enemies, kind of maneuver these tight spaces.
Yeah.
And you'll see a lot more in the next episode in a kind of critical way.
And then
here's another boss fight.
We're skipping another boss, and that one Sheen didn't even show it. Yeah. But we let the Intoxicator live, and that boss fight is the son of Intoxicator.
Yes,
so
yes.
He had a family.
Really did have a family.
Yeah. This is like of all of the Dusk levels or the boss levels. Wow, really nice shots.
Yeah.
Sheen. This is like the most Dusk one.
It's very Dusk.
Yeah, where like we've skipped all of the bosses, but in this one we skip the boss and we don't even get to look at him in the first place. We just have all the lineups.
Yep. Crossbow is that strong.
Yeah.
And so we're entering into episode 3. Again, the weapon and ammo resets. That means for the devs, it's a great time to introduce a melee-only level. This is where we in the speedrunner are introduced to the sword. It has a charge attack and a slash. There's not too much to explain. We pick up the crossbow later, so this is a great time for some donations.
Absolutely. Here's $25 coming in from Blue Target.
Yes.
Oh, my man.
Another boot camper.
It's super cool to see Sheen on the GDQ stage. Can't wait to watch the run. And shout out to Coach Dav on the couch, my goat. Good luck, have fun, y'all.
Thanks, dude.
Time for one more?
Absolutely.
Cool, here's $6 from Chirp.
Let's go.
Thanks, Chirp.
Can't really teach an old duck new tricks. However, Sheen, I don't consider you much of an old duck. I am so super mega happy to see you both and my boy Dab on the GDQ stage. GG's again on getting world record literally a day before departure, and here's to hope for a sick run showcase at the event. Love both of you guys, less than 3.
Thanks, Trip. That's very sweet.
Appreciate you guys.
So we've seen the speed totem before. This level is going to make great use of the speed totem. It also kind of exemplifies what makes episode 3 cool, which is that they throw ammo at you so that you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, we can be very liberal.
So this is a really cool fly sequence. From the very bottom of the level to the top, from the lava to the snow. This is a precise lineup here. We do 4 buttons to open up this cage that's holding the key.
Nice,
Dalswack has found this really cool positioning for it. Yeah, very clean. And we just dance around that guy to the end of the level.
Yeah. And so the next, we have the obligatory water level, I think.
Yes, all good speed games have at least one water level. Everyone knows. And the good speed games let you, get around that mechanic
get around
too.
it as much as possible, yeah. So this one has 2 things that we don't do anywhere else in the run. It has swimming and climbing, and I think it's kind of funny that those 2 outlier things happen on the same level. Yes. The mechanic here is that he's able to use the climbing tool to fling in the same way that he did with the ladder boost that we mentioned earlier. And then now we're already on our way to the ending here.
Yeah, you're supposed to fill this whole level up with water, but instead you just kind of fly out of the well that you came in. And, who needs that when you got the climbing tool? This next level also is nothing new, so feel free to read some donations.
You got it. I would love to. We have a $16.46 donation from Matarisa. Hey, Sheen and Dav, it's surreal seeing a major part of our tight-knit community take the big stage here at SGDQ, less than 3.
Let's go, Maddie.
Thank you.
We've also got $25 from Evan Axel. It's Duskin time.
That's
to
right.
make things more interesting, I will donate $10 for every flip you do during the run.
Oh my.
I hate to say it, but we kind of disable the flipping settings. It's kind of
okay.
I can flip the gun, I'll flip the gun.
That sounds great. I'll take flipping the gun.
Yeah.
Yes. This level is a really cool set piece here. You're supposed to summon this tornado that breaks apart the church and the secret entrance that's inside of it. But what that means is that the church has HP values. And what we do here is pick up the soap. The soap is kind of an insta-gib weapon. So what we do is break apart the church, catch the soap while it's falling, and break into this secret area. Skips 2 minutes of waiting for the tornado.
And Dusk is so fast that there's just so many minor details like that we've had to just totally brush over. But it works exactly like how you'd expect it to. You press E on it to pick it up, you press mouse 1 to throw it, and it just so happens to do I don't know what the damage value is. I don't think anyone knows.
Max damage.
It's that's one of those moments where I want to know if the dev knew about the soap being before the church and whether or not that was possible.
It feels like a little nod.
It feels like it. Yeah, it might have been.
Why else would it be there?
Yeah, why else would it be there?
This weapon, so in this level, we've seen the speed totem before for the crossbow, for like movement, but this is kind of using it for intended purposes, for actually killing enemies that are in your way.
Yeah.
What you learn here is that, I'm stuck on this box, is that the speed totems stack on top of each other.
Oh
so
my God.
you turn the double barrel shotgun into an absolute machine gun.
If there was ever a Wii moment in this run, it's this level where it's just like, it just looks so ridiculous, man. We've like practiced commentary for this every single time, and or so many times, and every single time that we get here, it's just like I can't help but chuckle. It's so funny to watch.
It's such a fun mechanic too, casually.
Yeah, and then right here at the end, this is the flashlight again that we're talking about.
Yeah. Light up the pathway a little bit more.
All right, so we're coming up on my personal favorite level, and it's another outlier in terms of mechanics. Sheen's gonna jump off the edge right away, but it's intentional, don't worry. You actually can't die here. When you touch the skybox, or the end of the skybox, it teleports you to the other side. And so the intended mechanic is we touch power-ups to reverse the flow of gravity, and we come at this platform from the other side. But Sheen's coming at it upside down, and he's going to use these trees to stand on, and then he's gonna boost off of this, and normally we would fall down this hole, but instead we boost up it instead. It's just, it's the type of thing, the type of solutions in speedrunning that they're just so beautiful.
Yes.
You know, you can't like ignore stuff like that. And then this level is another one of our personal favorites. It's a medley of all of like these really cool set pieces that we've seen throughout the run, or we've seen throughout the game actually, because
in this run you don't see a lot of them.
In this run, or in this level specifically, we actually get to see some of the really cool set pieces and some of our personal favorites that you didn't get to see because Sheen skipped them.
Right, we're coming up on a room that's like this Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Very fun, like gravity will show this off, you know.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. I wonder why it's like that, man. And then this is my personal favorite coming here. This like Warhammer 40K set of Jaws is really metal. And
the way that this also is set up is kind of, narratively. Like we're traveling backwards through the levels. Yeah, so we've gone through E3, E2, E1, and we end up right in the beginning. We complete the circle.
Yeah. And then, so back to back with like these two really beautiful levels for different reasons, we have like, I think intentionally the most frustrating levels, or one of the most frustrating levels. And I don't know if you guys like have ever played any of those like Doom mods where like, some 10-year-old kid puts like 10,000 enemies into one spot and it lags your PC.
That's this level.
That's this level. Yeah, it's like 270 enemies and it takes like 8 minutes.
But they're nice enough to give us this alternate exit, the coward's way out.
The coward's way out, yeah.
And I'll absolutely take that. You can call me whatever you want.
Yeah.
As long as you let me save 8 minutes in this level.
I don't think there's a single speedrunner in the crowd who wouldn't be called a coward to save 8 minutes on their run.
And all of a sudden, we're at the final level of the game. Here we actually have to fight some bosses. It's a 3-phase level. So this first phase is opening the teleporter to Jacob. You have to kind of put these jewels here. But so the Jacob fight, I'll explain a little bit, is he has this protective orb around him that is supposed to block all bullets that would skip his cutscene. But we have this lineup here that skips past the orb, lets us aggro him, and then we do a ton of damage with the Riveter.
Very good,
absolutely, great.
Really well centralized. So the point of this here is that this is a scripted sequence, and the cultists have to finish him off. Sheen can't damage him anymore, and so he's trying to place him in the center of the room so that the bullets travel as little distance as possible, basically.
Yeah, it's a little math problem there. I have a nasty little MS Paint file that's just like all of the possible options.
Dude, I don't think you've ever routed a speed game if you don't have like the disgusting MS Paint file on your computer somewhere.
So this is a cutscene here towards the final boss. It's a great opportunity to explain what we're coming up to. We're coming up to Gnarl. He is the final boss. The mechanic there is that he's invulnerable. He's this like Cthulhu-esque creature, and the way you make him vulnerable is by breaking these cracks in the sky. He slams his head in the ground and kind of shows that there's these cracks. There's no visual cue otherwise, but what we can do with the crossbow, give it a little flip right there, is break them early and in 5 shots. So you can break all of them, make him vulnerable, then unload with the Riveter. So we'll flip a little more, do a little damage here, and then hopefully we can one-try these crossbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 3. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Clean it up. And then we just wail on him. While we're kind of like on this trampoline,
There we go.
And that's the final boss dead. Time is in about 10 seconds. Thank you. I'll give a little countdown. 3, 2, 1, time.
Let's go, Sheen.
Let's go.
That was a good run, dude. That was a good run.
That was great. Let's go. Thank you, guys.
I have some further good news. We got a $100 donation from New Blood, the developers of DUSK.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
They said simply, let's go, Sheen. You are indeed worthy.
Thank you.
What a good tie-in. What a good tie-in.
The devs challenged me to get a world record on stage. I'm surprised they settled for this, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So thank you everyone for watching. Again, this game is in the Humble Bundle. It's a great deal. It's such a fun game casually. It's such a fun, accessible speed run. If you are interested, definitely pick up the Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
The Discord is linked on speedrun.com. We're such a great community. Shout out to Gardell, Skillbreed, Lachlan, I am Fabix. Everyone is so nice in the community.
Yeah.
And we'd love to help you learn. Shout out also to, my friends and my family watching, Sage in the audience. I love you. Is there anything you'd like to say, Dev?
No, I think you've pretty much nailed everything. I mean, the only thing that I guess I would add is that I think that first-person shooters they're really, really awesome, really fun to run, and DUSK is accessible, and I think it's a great starting point for people who are interested in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
That was DUSK.
Let's go, Sheen.